ARK SOTF arrives on PlayStation. ARK Switch Scorched Earth update. And ARK partner applications. You're right, kids, it's Raasclark and welcome to your regular ARK community news. Before we begin, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, share around, and let's get into it. So the community crunch dropped last night, and with it, a release on PlayStation for ARK, the Survivor of the Fittest. It's finally coming to you PS players out there, though sadly not all of you. Whilst we did get some great marketing from the team Wildcard, including a full-blown trailer and aesthetically pleasing poster, many of you PlayStation players may have noticed it still wasn't available for you. Turns out, whilst PlayStation 4 Pro and PlayStation 5 players got this yesterday, the PlayStation 4 build is experiencing a crash that they're still trying to resolve. So you will get it, it just isn't with you yet. No word on exactly how long that's going to take to drop to you, but I did play this extensively last night and can confirm it runs pretty smoothly on PS5, though joining a server was certainly a big issue. Wildcard, I do think you need to fix that one because you don't know which matches are in progress and you've just got to cross your fingers and hope you join one that's in a lobby. But every server last night was filling in seconds, every lobby was full, and games, when you got in them, was pretty fun to play. Though there was a few crashes here and there, though I was able to relog back into the game and luckily not be unharmed. Control-wise, it's okay. There's a few things that I've got some gripes with, including leveling up your creatures. You've got to do some weird fandangled thing with your hands to try and level up your dinos. But apart from that, gameplay was pretty fluid. It was interesting to see more people more reliant on dinos in the console versions than perhaps on PC, because it's certainly a harder challenge to run and aim on foot, especially with all the controls you've got to do on a gamepad. And it's quite interesting to see how this would be cross-compatible with PC players. I do think now, playing this for myself, that PC users have a bigger advantage over console players. It's just a lot more fluid and easier to use, and trying to give PlayStation and Xbox users some handicap they're going to desperately need, including, yes, definitely a matchmaking system, or at least tell PlayStation and Xbox users, I'm assuming, have the same problem, that when servers are in progress, they're in progress. People need to know what games they're available to join. Though I hope you've been enjoying it who can play it last night, and PS4 and PS4 Slim players, hopefully this comes to you soon. Though don't worry, like I said, nightmare to get into a game, but when you do, very fun to do. With it, throughout this week, there was a bunch of new buffs and changes to creatures to help finely tune balance their game once more. One big thing to note is the final tier 3 health of creatures has been reduced, so they're a bit easier to kill. Brontos have been given a bit of a buff. They're a bit more speedier on land, more worthwhile to tame, and certainly being a bit more token worthy. The Brood has had a bit of a buff, bringing it more in line with the Megapithecus. And the Carcardeodon, Giga, Megalo, Procoptodon, Utyrannus have all had some serious nerfs. The Utyrannus in particular has had a load of nerfs because it was certainly dominating matches when you had one in your team. But the biggest change I've noticed in this week is the Carno receiving a 100% bleed damage buff. Without question, a powerhouse when you've got one on the map all the way up to tier 3, and especially if you've got a few more Carnos around, I would strongly recommend you go out and try them yourself. No news yet on the Nintendo Switch port of this, though the devs did say before, if this remains to be popular, you will get it on Switch. So I guess, people, you need to keep playing it. Console players, you are definitely enjoying it. As said, it's a nightmare to get on servers. PC certainly starting to not die off, but dip down in popularity a little bit, and we desperately need now some cross compatibility. It doesn't feel like we're going to get it anytime soon. We're going to get some news about it in a roadmap next month, so expect that perhaps even later than that. A battle pass, some reward system definitely needs to be introduced now in order to entice players to keep playing even further. Good news for players in Japan, Hong Kong, Taiwan and Korea. You finally are able to play Scorched Earth. It's taken a while to finally reach you. We did cover this some time ago, that it was delayed for people over in those countries, but you now have that, and I hope it's running well for you. Speaking of the Switch port, developers of the Switch port Grove Street Games have opened an official ARK Switch partner program, which you or anyone can apply for by simply entering in a few details, and it really is just a few details to get you signed up to this partner program. What it exactly offers, we're not entirely sure, but it does seem to be allowing you to post in a YouTube exclusive partner channel on their official Discord, where you can either say you're live on stream or your latest videos. Nobody's posted here yet. I guess Grove Street Games are going through those applications to see who makes the cut. No EVO events this weekend, I'm afraid, folks, but you do get to watch the finale of the Winter Cup 2023 that I've been hosting with Omni and Ice. It's the last one. The finalists are all ready and prepared to take a stab at that awesome cash prize fund. And hopefully, when Crossplay finally arrives for Xbox and PlayStation, and it's all running pretty smoothly across the board, we can look to do something for everyone. I really hope we can, but it seems to be a way off, and it seems we'll hear about that in the next month. Please be early in the next month. Until the next one, my name's Raasclark. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and as always, peace out.